This is a 1987 Ferrari 328, and it has a common problem that most of them have, and if you own one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If we go in here, a common problem with these are the window switches. You can see. So you can see, I'm gonna go and put the car in the run position. Just close the door. And we put the window up on this side, works perfectly. It's a bit slow, but I can go up and down. Now, this is the control for the passenger side. Hit up, nothing's happening. Go down a bit and it goes down. It doesn't seem to be going up. However, I push it again and it starts to work. So it takes a couple of pushes with this switch, but we go to this switch on the passenger side. It can go down, but it doesn't go up whatsoever. And sometimes it flat out won't even go down. The fact that it's going down is a miracle in and of itself. So to fix the problem, I'm going to be using some deoxit. So deoxit is a contact cleaner, and this should hopefully rectify the problem. Now the alternative is that we may have to remove the switch altogether, but let's see if this will work. We're going to take the contact cleaner here, and we're going to flip the switch. We're going to find the contact point and spray. So now that we finished spraying this side, I also took the liberty of doing that side. Let's see if it finally works. So we're going to turn the car on. Let that go off. There we go. So let's see. So of course, thankfully, it didn't do any damage to this side. Let's see if this side works. Yep. Both are going down and up with no extra clicks. Now let's see if it works on this side. Goes down, and as I feared, up doesn't work whatsoever. But the good news is, it actually did fix this switch. It's going up and down with this switch, which is perfect, and it hasn't done anything wrong with this switch, which was fine in the first place, but that side is going to be a bit of a problem. Because I think I know why this switch wasn't working in the first place, because take a listen when we click the switch down and when we put it back up. Now I'm going to turn the car off and we're going to do it again, because I want you to hear the click. You can hear that when we push down, there's a click. And it's the same on those switches over there. But when we go up, the click doesn't exist. Listen. So there seems to be no contact whatsoever with the going up part of the switch. And as I expected, I think the only way to really fix that is to take the switch off. But the good news is, down works when this used to never go down or up, but now it's going down, which is a good thing. So we have a variety of tools to help. We have this standard flathead, this little pick here, which is going to help with the tighter area, and of course a tiny screwdriver here. It's a complete flathead, which should help us. But we of course are going to cover these with a cloth so that they don't gouge the leather or the plastic, because of course parts for these cars are not cheap. Let's see if we can just... if this does anything. I'm gonna be honest, that took a lot more time than it should have, but I finally got the switch out. And you can see that this switch has been taken out before, and you can see just how gouged it is. I mean, I took it from the side, and honestly, I'm not sure whether I did that or not, but whatever, it's finally out. It took these two tools wrapped in, well, what is the best attempt at tape? And I never used that tool, but it's finally out, so we can finally work on it. Okay, so this is how far we have come right now. So I've just taken it off of the protective shield. You can see that there are two tabs here, which you have to compress using some flathead screwdrivers. Be careful not to bend the little brackets here, and you can get it out quite easily. Now we have to get this component out. I believe we can do so using a simple screwdriver set. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend the clips out like so. So it says we've got to shove two screwdrivers in, and hopefully that is enough to maybe second one on the other side as well. Okay, so it's the next morning, and I have the switch, and I finally got the switch out, so this is what it looks like. So what I've done is, it was actually pretty hard to get out of the second bit of casing, but the way to do it is, you see these little clips here. I thought that you had to push them in, but actually just shove a screwdriver, and you want to get a thick screwdriver, so something like this is not going to work. It's better to use a deeper one, something like this, because this doesn't break. It's so thick that it really will not break, and it's better to get a thicker screwdriver in so that it's more likely to get out. Now the way to do it is it sits in, it goes in like this, and then when you're going to shove it out, you just push on the bottom piece here and push it out like so. So you can see that it looks a bit incomplete, and that's because I have taken the springs, which look like this. So 1 and 2. So for cleaning the contacts, as you can see, there are burnt in there. So there's one at the top here, one at the bottom, and then on the same side here, and then there are two here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2000 grit sandpaper. We're gonna have it dry. And I have two methods. So the first is for cleaning the insides here. It's very hard to get access to. You can't put your finger in there. It's too tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this screwdriver, put a sandpaper, tape it onto this, and we're going to sand in there like so. And then for these, I can just use my hand and just rub lightly. So. So what I'm doing is, you can see I'm removing that layer of sort of oxidation that's on the contact, and you want to make a clean sheet of metal. And you can see, look at this. I mean, look at how there's no contact on this whatsoever. Okay, so that looks in, which is good. Okay, so now let's do the other side. So let me just walk you through in depth on what to do. So before you start attaching the metal clip, put the spring in, and what you want to do is put the bar down here and get the little C clip into the hole, and then pull the bar up. Now the next thing to do is, before you attach it, pull the spring as far back as possible. This is going to make it easier to install. Next we're going to move the light, and then we're going to put it in like this. Attach the metal clip to the little mounts, then pull the spring as hard as possible. There's no fear of it jumping out, and just pull it over. And okay, so let's reattach the switch. Now I haven't assembled it all the way because, just in case there are any issues, I can just easily take it off and fix it. No way. Alright, this is amazing news. We actually got the switch working, and it's in the correct orientation and everything. So let's just put it back together and let's see if it works. After wrestling with it for about an hour, having to repair a broken fuse, our switch is finally back in and working perfectly. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.